Hello and welcome back to the Travelers Championship. We're picking things up at the 6th. Let's get into it. And choosing the 8-iron here.
Yeah, that was all they could do. Just had to gouge it out and then try and get up and down.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. Hey, nice looking line. Trailing by 4 strokes. The par 4 7th, just under 450 yards in length, Rich. 2 just accurate shots needed here.
Just a straightaway drive and a straightaway second shot will get it done 8 days a week on this hole. This second shot, though, into a green that has 2 tiers on it. If you're not on the correct tier in 2, you're going to face a difficult putt.
Oh, well played. This shot coming from around the 150-yard marker. Currently 4 shots off the pace.
Wind affected the golf ball there.
All right, facing a little up and down. Oh, almost went in.
And a par is all but guaranteed after that fantastic bunker shot.
That was a gallant attempt. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
Cause some issues for these players.
That's just inside the range.
Not looking good here for the par, but I'm telling you, there's still a chance.
Oh, get in. That's a great attempt from long range. So close. A bogey putt awaits. Back-to-back bogeys is never nice, but in she goes.
And making one bad mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
The ninth is a par 4, right on 400 yards, Rich. But recently, players have been a little bit more aggressive off the tee.
Players are trying to take all the bunkers in the fairway out of play by taking driver and hitting it over the right-hand one. From there, players will have a very simple second shot to a green that's fairly bland, Luke. There's just not much to it. This is a great birdie opportunity.
This lie's not great. Well struck. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Setting up this putt 10 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, so close. He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Go on, get in the hole. Just couldn't quite get it to drop. Okay, that hole's behind you now. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The second nine starts with a great par 4, this 10th hole, and really features a big tree off the tee.
I love this tee shot. It is narrow. You have to thread a bunch of trees. This is a great opportunity to tee that driver up low and chase it down that fairway. Second shot downhill ever so slightly to a green that chases away from you. What a wonderful, wonderful hole.
It's a little wayward, bouncing through the branches. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 165 yards.
Getting ready to play their third.
This is on a great line.
And down she goes. And stepping up the standings after that effort. Downhill par 3s, Rich. Lots of fun to play, particularly when it's only a wedge.
Yes, but be careful from the wind. This green is surrounded by large trees, and that wind can really swirl around this green. It's a good opportunity to make birdie, but bogeys might happen if you're not careful.
Wow, showing Will Zalatoris that this rivalry is indeed not to be taken lightly.
Now 7 shots behind after that. Rich, the 12th, the par 4, measuring just over 400 yards. How do you play it?
Grip it and rip it. Those fairway bunkers down the right-hand side, they're really not a big bother, so try and take those on as best you can. The further you drive it down there, your second shot becomes so much easier as this green is perched above you. Again, another good birdie opportunity here.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. Penny, how bad is this lie?
Oh, this is sitting pretty. I might have to check to see if they teed this up. It's so nice.
And here we are with the third shot. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? This is a par putt. The putt drops, and we're moving on. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. Well, birdies would certainly be on the mind of the players when they stand on the tee at the par 5 13th, Rich. But there are bogeys here as well if you're not careful.
Don't get careless with this tee shot. Don't avoid the water on the right and try and hit it down the left-hand side, because out of bounds comes in quickly, just left of those fairway bunkers. From the fairway, you have to decide where you want to go for it or lay it up out to the right. Any shots missed out to the right will leave a delicate chip to a green that runs away from the player towards the water.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. That's out to the right for sure. Getting ready to play their third. This putt is about 15 feet to the hole.
Little birdie look in here.
It's on a great line. What a disappointment. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Let's head to the 14th, Rich. A short par 4, but you've got to hit your tee shot up the hill.
Up the hill, dogleg from right to left, but one of the most generous fairways on this golf course, if not the most generous. Anything up to the right-hand side will open up the second shot to the green that sits well below you. Any tee shots missed over to the left, however, you could have some tree issues.
Playing this one about 130 yards out.
Wind is blowing right to left here, and they're going to go ahead and ride the wind back to this pin.
This one's heading towards the cabbage.
Sitting at 3 over par. Playing their fourth shot. That's a lovely effort, that one. That's a handy putt to make. Moments like that deserve another look.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
currently at +3 for the round. Well, Rich, as we approach the close,
Length isn't nearly as important as how straight you can drive it.
all in all, a very exciting short par 4.
Love this hole.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Oh, I don't mind this par putt.
Putt is underway.
Oh, that's a clutch par. Trailing by 7 after that hole. The final par 3 at TPC River Highlands certainly brings a lot of elements into play.
Multiple tiers on this green. If you find the right tier, you have a good birdie opportunity. But if you hit a wayward shot, both right, left, long, or let's face it, short, you're in a bad spot.
Opting for the 5-iron. That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Seven feet to the cup. And in it goes for the par. Now 7 shots behind after that. Well, this lake that is a real feature here in the closing holes at TPC River Highlands comes into play also off the tee at 17.
The most intimidating shot on the golf course, the tee shot here at 17. Bail left, you could find the bunkers, and if you bail right, you better bring your waders.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Yeah, he's got roughly 110 to the pin here. Had a fantastic drive.
Choosing the 9-iron here. That's not the shot they're after. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Time now for the 4th shot. Bogey putt coming up here. This one started out on a good line. Yeah, you'll take that. Sitting at 4 over for the day. The finishing hole at TPC River Highlands has gone through a few adjustments over the last handful of years, and it's also seen a very significant moment in the history of the PGA Tour.
Plenty of fantastic moments here. Tee shot goes back up the hill, over a rise, semi-blind tee shot, find the fairway, and you're going to have an excellent look at the green and a possibility of making birdie.
It was the site of the lowest ever round recorded on the PGA Tour, a 58 if you don't mind. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Let's hope this one gets a good lie because it's heading towards the rough. And here we are with the third shot. And this putt is for a final score of 74. This one has eyes for the hole. And that brings to an end his event. Henny, I'm starting to really appreciate the magic in these rivalries. While they can't walk away with a victory in the tournament proper, they get to lay claim to beating some real stars of the PGA. And what about this victory over young Will Zalatoris?
Luke, Will Zalatoris isn't one of those players that gets beaten. This just doesn't happen. He is a player of the future, a young gun that usually comes out firing on all four cylinders. He didn't today, and this player took advantage, and they will use that to propel them forward in the next event.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the John Deere Classic. Today's coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Rich, how do you see it?
Finau won their last matchup, so I expect some fierce competition today.
Well, it will be interesting to keep an eye on this one right throughout this event.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
Has to putt this one downhill.
That's a disappointing stroke. That's a push. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Nothing wrong with an opening par, just easing their way into this round.
Time to tee off at the second.
You want to cut the corner as much as possible to shorten your second shot on this par 5. Should you do that, a very straightforward second shot will set up birdies and eagles all day long. Find the trouble off the tee, and you'll find trouble on the rest of the hole. Don't fool yourself.
The second hole at TPC Deer Run, Rich, really gettable for the players.
Most players will go for this green in 2, Luke. Knock it on, can easily make birdie, maybe an eagle. Get a little careless, missing to the left or the right from the green. Pars and bogeys are had as well.
Going with the hybrid. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? A birdie putt awaits. Job done. Let's head to the next. He's in a share of 10th position. We have a par 3 on this one.
Par 3, 183 yards up the hill, blind tee shot. The big miss here is short right in that deep bunker. Should you find that bunker, you're also going to find yourself making bogey or worse. Anywhere on the green is a good shot.
Looks to be going with the 6 iron. Yeah, nicely played. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Par putt coming up here. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Teeing off here at the 4th.
Par 4, 448 yards. Sweeping dogleg left to right. Big tree in the middle. Missed that. And you've got a simple second shot into a sliver of a green.
And he's down there.
Yeah, I think he's got around 135.
Hoping for a bounce here, preferably to the left. Well, that's well played and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the 4th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Fair effort that. Good birdie. I will take that also into the top 5 now. He's currently tied for 5th. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th.
Par 4, this fairway chases away from the players down the hill, so tee shots will run forever, setting up a second shot that is very simple and straightforward.
Tee shot is looking good here. TPC Deer Run, Rich, is full of forced carries, and the fifth is no different.
I love the second shot. Should you find the fairway, you have a very simple shot down the hill where you can see the entirety of the green. You will go flag hunting with your second at the fifth.
Going with the pitching wedge here. That's not going to find the fairway. Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, Luke. This is a surprise, missing this one.
That's a touch of class.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
For the par. He's in a share of fifth position. Here we are at the sixth hole.
Par 4 measures just 361 yards, but only the long players will try and drive this green. The others lay it up with an iron, wedge it on, hit it close, and make your birdie.
Well, this should be unpredictable. Don't know what you're going to get from the golfing gods here. A couple under at this stage. Currently tied for fifth place. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. No, that's not the shot they wanted. Oh, Henny, that looks like a putrid lie. Is it bad?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
That's a chunky lie. It's going to take all their talents to get out of this one. Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. Coming up from the bunker. That's a bit unlucky. Here's their seventh shot. 3 shots off the lead. Oh, time for number 8. 3 behind our leader. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet. Ooh, right by the hole. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. This one's a par 3.
Par 3 down the hill. It seemingly plays short, but I can promise you it doesn't.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Yeah, that one will play. 18 feet to the cup. Okay, steady now. What's in front of them, Henny?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. Now that's how you roll the rock.
This one for bogey. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Moving down the leaderboard after that hole. Here we have a long par 4. It's going to take 2 great shots to get on.
Par 4, every single shot plays uphill. Make sure to take plenty of club. Nicely done.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. Going with the 8-iron here. Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
Missing it short there. They will definitely be upset.
Oh, that's a tasty looking chip. Top shot.
Such soft hands.
The leader now has a one-stroke advantage. A long par 4 this hole.
Par 4, 485 yards, the toughest hole on the golf course. Make sure you find the fairway and get your second shot somewhere around the green to give yourself the best chance of making 4.
Second shot here on the 9th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, what a lovely shot. He'll be delighted to be inside the range there.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
That's frustrating. Just 3 feet to the cup. Ooh, nice line. So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
Well, this has been entertaining so far, hasn't it? The players behind their rival at the turn, but that's just temporarily. They got 9 more holes to go, some good opportunities on the back 9 to catch them. Let's see how this all ends up.
Time for the second shot at the 10th. This one looks to be a tad wayward. From the sand, looking to get up and down. Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make.
Looking great now.
There's no doubt about this rivalry. It's certainly heating up. That has moved them within touching distance of their rival. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Par 4, 428-yard tree line hole. Difficult driving hole all the way around, but should you find the fairway, the second shot on a little plateau just above the fairway is very basic.
Not bad. Lining up from around 160 yards. Opting for the 9-iron. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Yeah, nice looking shot there.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Sitting at 3 over for the day.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Time to play one of the one-shotters.
Par 3 plays 208 yards from the back. In saying that, this is a good birdie opportunity as the green is massive in size.
Going with the 5-iron here.
This one's left of the green.
Second shot here on the 12th. Ooh, that almost went down. A chance to save the par if he can make this one. It was on a good line. Putting now for a bogey. And well holed. Let's move on. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Par 4, back up the hill, 418 yards, the widest fairway on the golf course. Avoid all those bunkers. Second shot up the hill to a narrow green that slopes off on both sides.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite. This one just outside 7 feet to the hole.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Sitting at 3 over for the event.
Gotta like it. Moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
All right, getting into our final stretch. Time to tee off here at the 14th.
Par 4, 357 yards. Almost every player in the field will be giving it a whirl. Knock it on, and you could be rewarded with an eagle, too.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Looking for another birdie here.
Just didn't drop. Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The finish at TPC, dear runners, full of birdie opportunities and some low scoring to be had, Rich. This 14th hole is certainly part of that lineup.
Par 4, 456 in length from the back tee. Must find the fairway off the tee shot to have any hope of finding the green in 2. Large trees line the right and left-hand side of the fairway.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
Feeling strong, going for less club.
Well played, mate. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
He's got to be careful this doesn't get away from him here. This is downhill.
Oh, just missed. And here we are with their 4th. Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
They got their putting boots on here. Look at how this ball rolls end to end. Thing of beauty.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Teeing off here on the 16th hole.
Par 3 only plays 153, but a tricky little green to say the least. Don't let the beauty of the river to your left swallow you in. This is a tough but fun little par 3.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
Looks like they may have pushed that one. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
Players looking for a fast finish on the par 5, 550 yards. Second shot does play up the hill, but there's plenty of room to miss your second shot around this green. Must make birdie for the players in the field.
Well, that's showcasing their power there, Rich.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
Oh, this is exciting. A putt for an eagle.
And this putt to be even with Tony Finau. Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Oh, super putt that. What an eagle. Now 8 shots back after that hole. If you want to win at TPC Deer Run, you've got to successfully navigate this challenging final hole.
Hard to describe the difficulty of this tee shot unless you've actually been here. Par 4, 463 yards. Missed the fairway bunker down the right-hand side, and you've got a clear shot to a very narrow green surrounded by water on the left-hand side.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
I'd say he's about 165 from this flag.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
This is a ball striking clinic. Yet another green in reg here.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Putting for birdie here.
Sinking this putt will help them pull in front of Tony Finau. Let's see if this will add some heat to the rivalry.
Better than most.
The round now in the books. Good luck next time. And Henning, here we were at the start of this rivalry, doubting they even had the capabilities to take them on, let alone whop them like that.
Luke, that was really incredible stuff. It was a pleasure to walk the fairways and watch that performance, that dominant performance. As you said, we didn't expect a victory, let alone a victory like that.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. 2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Genesis Scottish Open is about to kick off. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Thank you so much, Luke. I am so happy that I have been put with these two players because they've been going back and forth at each other on social media leading up to this event. They seem to really have something to prove, a bone to pick with each other, and it'll all be settled out on the golf course today.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. And what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich?
Green sits slightly above the players. There's bunkers dotting the front left and one just front right. If they do throw it to the left and long, it will come down a pretty good sized slope back onto the center of the green.
Henny, that ball seems to be sitting down. Is it bad?
Oh, some smiles here. A bit of luck in the second cut. It's sitting nicely.
Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here.
This one to save par.
Oh, so close. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. 3 feet to go here to the hole.
This will be a good bogey.
Well, to be honest, those are the putts you have to make at this level of competition. Well, that's disappointing. This putt's for double. Ouch, that's not the way they intended to start their day, Rich.
Nope, it looked like you were out there, Luke. Lucky to get away with a double bogey.
And as we head to the second, Rich, the players heading back towards the first tee.
Strong par 4 here, just under 500 yards. There's a bunker down the left-hand side you must avoid if you want a clear opening for your second shot. Narrow fairway up there. A good tee shot's a must.
From around 170 yards here. And choosing the 8-iron here. And tidy looking shot, that one.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. It looks like he pushed that one. All these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet. Nice stroke. Now that's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. Some lovely momentum for this player, moving up the leaderboard. As we head to the third hole, Rich, one of the very good scoring opportunities here at the Renaissance Club.
Yes, Luke, just about 600 yards or so. Players must hit it out to the left-hand side with their tee shots. Anything right is going to go into a huge cluster of trees where they're going to have all kinds of problems.
Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
Oh, no. This is nasty. Just no.
From around 120 yards here. Hope it gets a good kick to the left. Yep, that shot safely on the green. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Wow, that's misjudged. Big putt for par coming up.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Good putt, that.
That is a huge sigh of relief there, Luke. Finally gets one to go.
Sitting at a couple over for the day. And as we take a look at the fourth hole, a shortish par 4, Rich.
Yes, just around the 415-yard mark. Players who take out driver and drive it up into the narrow section of the fairway will get a really good look with their second shots.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Going with the 8-iron here.
They've decided to club up.
Nicely done. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
Come on, ball. Come on.
Oh, what a super shot. Now 5 strokes behind. The fifth hole, Rich, a really good risk-reward short 4.
Most players, Luke, should go for this short par 4, but watch out for the green because this green has got all kinds of danger on it. Twists, turns, bobs, weaves, ducks, it's got it all.
Good shot there, Beamer. Sitting at 1 over. Chance to move up into the top 20 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make here.
Oh, yeah, this is tracking nicely.
A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
And that'll move him to even par for the tournament. And the first of our short holes here at the Renaissance Club, Rich, is the par 3 6th.
Ooh, this is a nasty little par 3 dotted by some pot bunkers on the front part of it. A big one over there on the right-hand side. Club selection is imperative.
Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. That's disappointing.
Airmailed the green with that approach.
Second shot here on the 6th. Straight out of the top draw.
Love watching this player around the greens.
So no movement there. The player remains at even par. And the 7th on the card, Rich, our second of the opening 9 par 5s.
Yeah, look, a fairly generous driving area. There's just a couple of bunkers you have to worry about. However, you find the fairway. Now your chances of making birdie or better increase significantly.
That's the kind of strike that's going to make them come back every day of the week. Rich, I know you've got terrific history in Europe. You've spent plenty of time over here. You've been revered by the European Tour. You broadcast to a European audience. How special is it for you to be here at the Scottish Open this week?
I absolutely love being back at the Scottish Open, Luke. Not only because of the venue, because of the fans in the game. They're so knowledgeable. You hit a shot to 30 feet, and you hear all sorts of people hooting and hollering because they know how good of a shot that was. I mean, I had a bad angle coming out of a rough lie, whatever it is. I just love it coming back here because it seems like they have a interest, a knowledge, and a passion for the game, unlike almost any fans around the world. I think that being in Scotland, playing over here, and having to use your imagination, hitting all the shots that are required to play well over in Scotland is imperative. And I think this is why Americans love to come over here, because it's a completely different kind of golf than what they're used to back in the U.S.
And this putt to move into the top 10. Ooh. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
Now, with any luck, they can hold this and manage to leave Xander Schauffele behind, get some momentum here.
He's currently in a share of 11th place.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. 5 shots off the pace. Going with the pitching wedge here. This one could take a little bounce to the left. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Putting for a par here. Yeah, well holed. Let's move on to the next. He's currently tied for 12th. The 9th is a strong par 3 reach, one of the longer ones.
It is. There's some bunkers on the right-hand side that you absolutely must avoid. If you miss it on the left-hand side, however, you've got to pitch uphill to a green that will slope away from you. A par here is a really good score.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. That was special.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
A spot in the top 10 awaits if they can make this putt. Good looking putt. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead. As we begin the second 9, Rich, the back 9 starts with a par 5.
And a par 5 that players should be looking to take advantage of. Just tee it up and hit it as hard as you can. Fairway is wide open. Does camber from right to left, so don't get too frisky down that left-hand side.
second shot here on the 10th hole.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
Getting ready to play their third. 4 strokes off the lead. A chance to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A good putt to make. Ouch, that hurts. It's just about 3 feet away.
This is what they have left for a par.
Okay, let's head to the next. Now 3 strokes back after that hole. Rich, I know this next hole is one of your favourites, the 11th here at the Renaissance Club.
This is one of the coolest holes I've ever played, Luke. It's a dogleg from left to right, fairly generous teeing area. Don't want to miss it too far right, however. But the second shot into this green, this could be the coolest green I've ever seen. It's got more movement than any other green I've seen in competition. I absolutely love this hole.
Playing from around 210 yards here. Just 3 strokes back. Going with the hybrid. Oh, that's a great shot and a birdie opportunity coming up here at the 11th.
Of all the shots that I like the most, that one ranks right up there.
Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. Ooh, right by the hole. An opportunity to make a par here. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? The 12th, Rich, par 3, just over 200 yards on the card.
You back uphill just a little bit. What really makes this hole difficult, Luke, though, is when the wind is coming directly in the player's face. When that happens, ooh, watch out. This hole is a doozy.
That should find the surface. That's a great approach shot. To 3 under par.
This one's tracking.
Wonderful shot. And that will take him to 3 under. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going.
Getting closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. This is getting interesting.
Another beautiful hole, Ridge. This one right along the coast, the 13th.
Oh, this is breathtaking off the tee, isn't it? But don't let the views suck you in. Even though it's a wide fairway, you got to hit it down the right-hand side as this fairway pitches significantly from right to left. Find the fairway and happy days.
Wonderfully played. Unable to find the green on this one.
Not taking enough club to get it there.
I like that. Always good when you've got hands like that around the green.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Well hold. He's currently tied for 6th. Let's see what happens here at the 14th. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
No green in red, but a chance to save their par. That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them. Why not take another look at that effort?
Yeah, let's see this again. Have this one on repeat.
Currently at -4 for the round.
Well, now things have gotten interesting. Closing the gap.
Time to see what this par 4 has in store. That's tidy.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Terrific shot into the 15th and a chance for birdie. An opportunity here to move into a tie for first.
Yes, and 3 holes to go. This is getting to be a nail-biter.
Oh, that's frustrating. 8 feet to the cup. Yeah, that looked pulled straight off the blade. This next putt is for bogey. And the putt drops, now at 3 under, heading down the stretch.
And just a few holes remaining. Let's see what they can produce.
You're going to put your foot down. This is as good a time as any. That's some good golf right there. And Rich, I just keep watching this name moving north on the leaderboard. They're pulling out all the stops right now.
I tell you what, they're getting an awful lot out of their round. If the leaders aren't careful, this player could catch them.